don't know, she's under hot water right now. And I just want to put some breaking news out there. They have started filing complaints to the federal government on Cheyenne Bryant, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, yo, based on one of her clients. She's been calling herself a therapist, and she's actually had therapy sessions with people. And one of her therapy sessions went bad, basically. I watched the video of the girl talking about it, and I just thought it was important I thought it was important to talk to my audience about this because this comes from a place of trauma. We not digging deep enough on this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant topic. You know what I mean? What would make somebody really just go 20 years, 17 years? She said 17 years as a therapist and a psychology doctor. What would make somebody really pull that scam like for this long and really stand on it, build their audience, really build a brand and like go on the top platforms and really tell them, hey, I'm a doctor. Like that's unheard of. So I start thinking like, what was she thinking? Right? Like what was she thinking on that? How do y'all feel? Drop some comments too. I need to talk to my people, man. I don't like just talking to myself. I like talking to the comments. So I just think it's something more to this, y'all. I forgive her. Because it comes from a place of trauma. This is something that, why would somebody do that? It's because they don't want to go back to where they was, bro. That's trying not to go back to poverty. You're saying you're a doctor and you're running this brand where you got a chain called Doc. You got a big diamond chain right here that say Doc. Your crew is called the Doc Squad. When you talk to your crew in your chat, you'd be like Doc Squad. She said she always wanted to be a doctor on TV, right? So she really just said, you know what? These niggas ain't gonna learn. They not gonna know anyway. Trust me. She said they not gonna know what hit them. And by the time they catch me, I'll be up already, right? And she's already up. She's already a millionaire, wealthy. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, we're talking about, I forgive her, yo. I think it was, I found out the college that she went to for the degree, the supposed doctrine or being a doctor, master's degree was in the Bay Area. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm from. So she spent time in the Bay Area. She's not from here, but Dr. Cheyenne Bryant definitely went out here, probably messed with a few niggas out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got the game of ball till you fall. That's how it is out here. I'm in the Bay Area, California, if y'all don't know. That's San Francisco Bay Area. I'm from Vallejo, California. She spent time out here. The master's program that she claims that she took for psychology is out here. So that lets me know she spent like a good 4, 5, 6, 7 years in Northern California and learned the game. You know what I mean? It's a ball till you fall. They don't care out here. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, Raina? Raina Amador, how you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome to the live. We talking about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Patricia Village Gomez said hi. Hi, how you doing? Nuruddin, YouTube. How you doing, man? You got a YouTube channel? Yeah, we teach YouTube too. So the showrunner, you guys know I like to give out the game on YouTube and exchange knowledge. We like to teach how to get monetized on YouTube. That's another thing. So if you guys got comments on that, I can always go in on that. I don't really care for Cheyenne Bryant that much, but I do think it comes from a place of trauma. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, that's the topic to all the new people that just joined us. It's what would make somebody pull that in for 17 years? I'm the doc. Call me Doc Squad. You got a chain that says doctor. Like, that comes from a place of, I'm not trying to go back to the hood, bro. It's get rich or die trying at this point. That's how I look at it. Because I really thought about it like, I was going to come on live and talk about her and really just like kick her back in like everybody else, but not really. But then I start thinking like, no, that's like, she didn't want to go back to the hood. Like, that's like a scam. Like, you're pretty much, so if y'all don't know, if calling yourself a doctor or a therapist and all that, and holding therapy sessions, that's illegal if you don't have the papers. That's why they got Dr. Sebi. If you ever heard of Dr. Sebi, the reason why he went to jail is because they were like, hey, you're not a doctor. You didn't go through our infrastructure and our colleges. Then you shouldn't be coming out here talking about you a doctor. Lock him up. You know what I'm saying? So, we in the era where black folks is telling on each other really tough right now. I think it's pretty much ugly. I think what I predict on this is she's probably going to go to jail pretty soon. Good. Really, that's cool. I mean, we could talk about other things too, but y'all drop some comments on what y'all want to talk about. But I just feel like, dang, like, we must forgive her, man. Like, this is a black woman who was on survival mode. This is like some survival mode stuff right here. Like, this is something like, I'm going to get it by any means necessary type of mentality. To call yourself a doctor and a therapist for that long, like, really put yourself in her shoes. It must have been fight or flight time, And that's the part where I have empathy for. Like, I feel like it's wrong for us to be like, do you like, what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. And don't come in here with no weird stuff. Y'all control, you could do your trolling and all that, but don't say nothing on no weirdo stuff like that. We ain't acknowledging that. This built for a TV. We teach monetization on YouTube, and we talk about what's going on on YouTube, so we can run that, because that's the whole point. You got to be talking about what's what's trending. Oh, it's K-pop. I don't know. I don't listen to no K-pop, dog. I listen to Nipsey Hussle. You ever heard of Nipsey Hussle? I listen to that every day. So it's the California music. But anyway, how y'all doing out there, man? I just wanted to tap in with my people, man. Spend a couple minutes with y'all. Cause where you from, man? Zoe? K-pop, you like K-pop. So where you from, Japan? Or out there somewhere? Yeah, man. This is crazy though. This is not gonna end well. The latest news on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is one of her therapy sessions that she did, one of her clients, her past clients, reportedly just filed a complaint to the federal government about her being a fake doctor and like holding a therapy session with her. And she said that the woman says in the therapy session, she told her that she wasn't a high valued woman. Right? Some old Dr. Samuels, Kevin Samuels talk. So she's holding therapy sessions and talking about the Kevin Samuels types of rhetoric and all that. So it's crazy, man. People get desperate, man. It just comes, to me, it was desperate. Like, it's desperation. And it was outsmarting your people, because she only spoke to black people. Really peep that, y'all. There's something to that. You could really pull the rug, or like, you could get over on us easily. That's what I realized once I start getting millions of views on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat. I'm really studying all these people. I'm like, dang, we are so easily manipulated. I'm a YouTuber named Illy Gumdrop. It's all good, Illy Gumdrop, man. Keep going on YouTube. You can get a bag on here. It's more money than you even think. I swear, you think YouTube's, like, people have the wrong idea about YouTube, man. They be like, you could get money, but it ain't that much money. They be like, bro, I'm telling you, it's go double your job for sure. They'll triple, like, it just depends on how much time you put in here. If you put some time onto YouTube, dog, you can make like double what your job is. I've seen it. I've been exposed to it, and that's what I had to realize. A lot of people just don't know nobody that's doing it, that's actually making $10,000, $15,000 a month off of one YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you've never seen that, if you've never even clicked a video where it looked real and you believed them, you thought it was a scam, then it just don't exist to y'all. So, once I start talking to people overseas, and start seeing what they doing overseas, bruh, it's bigger than what, like, we not even taking advantage of our stuff. Yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm gonna tell you right now, being a gamer on YouTube is cool, but your RPM is gonna be low. So that means how much money you get per 1,000 views. You understand that, Zoe Ely Gumdrop? Your RPM is the money, right? So yeah, so I wouldn't advise nobody to do a gamer channel, or you could like act like you're a gamer channel, but you got to do different content. You know, you gotta mix it up because you want to get paid, man. I'll put it like this: I put up a video on YouTube and I put an African sound behind it. Right? It was like an Afro beat African song artist that was like a viral sound or whatever that I just found on there. I put that behind the song. It did 1,000,000 views, right? Then I go check the money, how much money it made. It only made $40. Why? Because those views, I checked where the views came from. You got to check where did those views come from? It came from Nigeria and Africa, right? So now I don't even use that sound anymore because if 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 that wasn't Africa, if those views came from America and those views came from the UK, then it would be like $230 in there for the 1,000,000 views. But because the views came from Africa, I only got $40 for the 1,000,000 views. Opposed to, it's the audience matters. It's not just like you just get views off top. You're just gonna get 5,000 views per million. I mean $5,000 per 1,000,000 views. It's about where those views is coming from. So it's about your audience. Where are you targeting? Where's your audience coming from? Do y'all understand? Is anybody else on here trying to be a YouTuber? Because I just feel like so many people be asking me, but the only way I can really get it off is just by just getting on here and talking about it so y'all can play it back and play it back. And hopefully y'all pick it up because it's a lot to it. It ain't just like no quick. Even if y'all called me or we had a one-on-one session, you're not gonna be able to. I wouldn't be confident being like, "Hey, yeah, you learned everything in one session." Like it's an ongoing thing because like the algorithm be changing, the YouTube algorithm, like they change it every 3 months, bro. I promise you, it's a new announcement going out for YouTubers. Like, man, you better fix your settings or your views gonna drop. That's why big YouTubers, they numbers be dropping out of nowhere and they can't figure out why. It's because they not in tune with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Ricardi, what's good, man? We talking about YouTube monetization, and we talking about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and the desperation that I think that she was in. That's my opinion. I think that was out of desperation, man. To pull that, to tell the world you're a doctor. I can't even think of that. You know what I'm saying? Knowing in the back of your mind you dropped out in the second year. I went through the program. I took my doctor's program. Are you on YouTube? Yeah, we talking YouTube, bro. It's all about consistency. However you gonna come in on YouTube, you cannot stop, dog. Like YouTube is going to bless, for lack of better word. What's another word? The YouTube is going to favor, and they're going to push the accounts and the channels that post consistently. You know what I'm saying? Even if your content sucks, go look at my content, bro. My content don't suck because I spend good time editing, making sure that the audience enjoys it. That's my whole thing, bro. When I make my videos on YouTube, like all my shorts, is the audience going to enjoy this? I know what they enjoy. They done already did 1,000,000 views on this. I got 1,000,000 views on I be doing like wholesome content, bro. I don't even be posting hecka like controversy no more. I used to coming in when I first building, but even then, like the most views I would get on YouTube is positive content, bro. Like, don't believe the hype, dog. You do not have to go negative and talk about all these beefs and these rap beefs and talk about like, one of my homies, he was like, man, I'm about to start my channel. And he was talking about his first channel was gonna be somebody I don't even want to say, but it was like making an AI video of him getting popped. getting shot, and he's like, man, it's gonna do 1 million views. I'm like, bro, you don't have to do that, bro. I send him a video of a father-daughter moment, a father-daughter moment from 15 seconds does 2 million views, bro, in a few days. Or mother-son moment where he tells his mother, I love you and you're the best mother in the world. Don't believe the hype, dog. It's real people on here and they got enough negativity popping up on their screen, dog. That's the thing. Like, that's what I realized on here, on the internet, period. People have so much negativity already popping up on the screen that you giving them a good little, like, heartwarming moment, something that they damn near will cry on or something like that, they'll be like, dang, that really touched me. That made me feel good. That content's gonna go because if you post negative content, you have a lot of competition, right? You got TMZ, you got DJ Vlad, you got all these Hollywood unlocked pages. They're gonna be talking about the same thing you talking about, bro. Like, so that's what I realized. The competition is lower when you bring in wholesome content, and the audience on YouTube is older. Period. It ain't a bunch of youngsters like that. It is, the gamers and the little youngster gamers and stuff. But my audience is, bro, like 35 to 70 years old, bro. It's like 20% is 25 to 35. You know what I mean? But it ain't nothing really under 25 on my audience, Did you know Jesus died to save your sins? And yeah, man, I'm a Christian, man. I love Jesus. I pray every day. You know what I'm saying? I get on my knees and pray. You know what I'm saying? I practice. I try to do the right thing, man. I don't go to church or anything like that, but I do pray every day, and I have a strong relationship with God. Go look at my content. I have a lot of yeah. W's, yeah, man. W's, man. W's in the chat, y'all. If you love God, I don't care about what they talking about. Like, once you build your own audience, you can talk about what you want. And I know y'all love God because I post godly content. So it's not a coincidence that I pop up with you because I post like people in church. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for that, if you're looking for good content, I'm good. My algorithm is gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Like, there's a lot of church folk on YouTube, So I try to tell my mom, like, just start a YouTube channel about God. The people are they're on here looking for it. You know how many hallelujahs they be dropping in my comments? For nothing. For just like regular moments, not church moments and stuff. They just say hallelujah just because they like the video. Right? They jump in the comments. And that's what I mean. Like, the audience, you got to understand the audience on your YouTube channel. Does anybody have a YouTube channel on here? Let me get a little hydration in, man. Talk to me in these comments, man. I'm trying to see what's happening. What y'all got? I talk back. What y'all got going on? I like to spend time on my live too, because I post shorts, but this boosts your algorithm. Going live. So if anybody got a YouTube channel listening, going live boosts your channel like nothing else. You'll get like 60, 70 subscribers just going live like this. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to get monetized, it'll help you get monetized way faster if you go live on YouTube. This is because you're putting hours in. So if you go live, I'll be going live for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just talking like this. And that boosts the watch time on your channel, which pushes your channel to the masses. So that's just another trick, you know what I mean? It's a lot of tricks to this stuff. You got to really flip this YouTube channel around. Like, you can't just go one type of thing the whole time. In the growing stages, when you're trying to grow, you got to strike it from different angles because sometimes things get hung up. My short views will slow down and I won't be making as much money. I'll go live. I'll do an hour and a half or 2 hours on live. Like, it's like a job. Look at it as like a job. Like, and it's the easiest job. I'm just sitting here talking to y'all. So this is we'll give a little commercial break. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I also have a website called kjherbals.com, kjherbals.com, where we sell loose leaf teas, a lot of good natural products. You know what I'm saying? Good quality mullein leaf tea. You guys ever heard of that? We also have parasite cleanse capsules. Here, I'm gonna show y'all the capsules right here. This is clove, wormwood, and black walnut. If you guys ever done a parasite cleanse or anything like that, go to kjherbals.com. This is a quick commercial break. We also have the parasite tea, which has four different herbs in it: elm bark, wormwood, tansy, and quassia bark. We also have hawthorn berries, which I use. I drink that for my heart. You know what I mean? It's really, I use it for my heart. I can't tell. I'm not a doctor or nothing like that, so I'm not gonna tell y'all, oh, it's gonna do this and do that. But I drink it for my heart. I drink the mullein leaf for my lungs. You know, I drink burdock root and dandelion tea, dandelion root, ginger root. We have all of that on kjherbals.com. That's my website. We have all the herbs you could think of that you want. Sour sop leaves, Irish sea moss, you know, the stuff we need, man. So another brother in Christ. I'm with y'all. Oh, thank you. My oil pricey 365 sent a coin. I appreciate that. That's the first time anybody ever sent something to me, so I appreciate you for real. Yeah, we try to keep this going though, man. How y'all feel? What about AI music, y'all? Do y'all like AI music or what? Y'all like AI music? Does anybody listen to AI music? Generated music on YouTube? Because you can make money with that, bro. You could start a YouTube channel and just post AI music, bro. These kids don't know the difference. People is listening to that stuff. Older people too. It's like, remember the audience is older on YouTube. Think of it as like it's more older people in their 40s to 60s than anything on here. That's my opinion. You know, that's what I see when I study the comments and I see everybody that's in here. I be seeing a lot of older people, bro. You know, established people. Like we didn't run off of YouTube and go to Twitch and go download Kick and TikTok and on that. We still on YouTube. We the YouTube babies, you know, the 90s babies, the 80s babies and all that. So that's who's on here. Think of that. A lot of retro content, you know. This is the type of content you want to be posting if you want to get views. It ain't no bots on here like that. These is real people, you know? And like I said, you build the audience so you can keep posting the same type of content. I was posting rap content, but I don't have to anymore because now I just got a bunch of black people on here because I was posting rap content, right? Now I could just post black content, which is hella shit. Food, culture, dancing, singing, when you name it, black culture is everything. So I just post everything. But I built up the black people by posting the rappers and by posting the people that were hot. Charleston White. Who else was I posting? 50 Cent, the legends, right? Yeah, it was a good strategy, bro. Like I'm so glad I went it that way because, man, that was the pivot for it, bro. Once I realized, you know what? I'm gonna just post Lil Boosie, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Birdman. Anytime something was happening with Birdman, million views, right? And I was getting all of these followers from Louisiana specifically because I'm posting Boosie and Birdman and Lil Wayne. And I'm like, oh, it's that easy, huh? If I just, okay, now let me see. If I post some Rick Ross, boom, I start getting followers from Florida. Right now, let me see. If I start posting Atlanta, I start posting Young Thug, Lil Woody. This when they was in court, right? Start getting hella followers from Atlanta. It was like clockwork, bro. You post a rapper from over here, the people over there are gonna see that. His fans are gonna see that. So I start making content targeting people's fans, bro. Like this one, I was completely faceless. Nobody knew who I was. I wasn't showing my face at all. But I'm making clips that's like, okay, let me make a Cameron clip. I make a Cameron clip, like a throwback of Cameron's funniest moments, and it went straight to New York. And I start getting followers straight from New York, right? It's about the algorithm, bro. You could send these clips to the people. 50 Cent ended up commenting on one of my clips of him. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like I make a viral 50 Cent clip and then it actually goes to him. And he actually comments like, oh, whoop-de-whoop. And he plays along, you know? So once that happened, that's when I was faceless too. Faceless accounts. The whole faceless thing is over with now. If anybody is wondering about going faceless accounts or faceless channels, we missed that. You know, I ran it up off of that, but I wasn't making no money until I start showing my face. I wasn't doing this before, but they want you to show your face. So if you're trying to be a YouTuber, trust me, it ain't. If you don't show your face at some point, even if you're gonna be in the corner right here, if y'all don't know, I started in the corner just pointing. I used to be like, man, look at this, whoop de whoop, play the clip, and then talk at the end. I was running that for the whole year. But now to get to the big bucks, you got to do stuff like this, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking real big bucks, man. Building wealth with this. It's possible, y'all. If y'all, even if only one of y'all hear it, take it serious, dog. Go look up Robert Benjamin. That's who I learned from. I was in his program. Robert Benjamin. It's a white dude on YouTube who teaches how to get monetized. He got a program, a Big Brother program you pay every month. And he basically makes sure you start getting views. He makes sure you start getting subscribers. He go email you every day. I was doing that for like probably 5 months. I was in his program for 5 months, and boom, I got to like 30,000 followers on Instagram. And then that's when I switched to YouTube. I was in his program for another 3-4 months on YouTube. Then boom, got to like 30,000 on subscribers on YouTube. Then I had to figure out how to get monetized because I wasn't showing my face. I realized I need to show my face. I need to talk. That's when they started giving me the money. I was making hella views and not getting monetized. They was denying me. You know, I get denied. I get copyright strikes. I went through the ringer with this thing. That's how I know what not to do. It's the only way you're gonna know. Is listening to other people that did it already and not going against what they're saying, or you're going to have to learn it on your own by doing research and just getting denied. No monetization. Until one day you ask ChatGPT, like, what am I doing wrong? Because it's ChatGPT, bro. That's your whole guru right there. It knows what the heck you looking for. It ain't like, it knows what you're looking for. Everybody's searching for the same thing. The information's on the internet. All you got to do is put some hours in, you know? You got to put hours in. It ain't, look at Speed and all these guys. I show Speed. He's like the richest streamer in the world, right? The richest YouTuber, I show Speed. But how many hours is he putting in? Like, he's really putting in hours. Like, they're not, even DDG, like, they're on stream for like 4 or 5 hours. You know, sometimes 8 hours, sometimes 24 hours. And then just because they got off stream and just because they got off the live, they still got to get these clips. They still got to handle business, and they got people working for them and editors and stuff. Like, they got a machine after that. It ain't like they just get off live and then get to lay down and go to sleep and chill. Oh, it takes hours. It's work, bro, for this monetization game. I'm telling you, because there's a difference between just making a couple extra $1,000 a month from being monetized and getting views to making 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month off of one channel, and you're a real media company now. Like, there's a big in between in there. So which one are you gonna be on? Because these guys is putting in hours, bro. You really running a TV station. But I'm pretty much ranting, y'all. I don't even know if y'all listening. Y'all listening or what, man? I know some of my people be wanting to learn YouTube in here, but we talking about the culture, man. We talking about what can we do better, man? Because Cheyenne Bryant, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I know it was a get rich or die trying type of situation. She was like, what I'm gonna do? Like, I'm gonna go broke. I think she's from Long Beach or like LA or something like that. She like from uh like the hood, Cheyenne Bryant from like the hood. So that was a hood move. I'm gonna tell everybody I'm a doctor. Nobody's gonna ask me. Nobody ever asks anybody like, hey, let me see your degrees. Nobody does that. Nobody ever has done that. So she realized there was a gray area in the game. Like there was some money to be made there. Nobody ever asked about your degrees. So she was like, I could run that for the next 10 years. By the time I'm already up a million, I got 10 million. Cause she up, bro. She ain't like no brokey. She's up. She done built wealth off of this already. Like she made the right moves. I'm sure it's more than just her therapy sessions and her psychology work. I'm sure she's invested in stocks and real estate, and she's on another level. So it was a get rich or die trying. Like, man, you know what I'm saying?